Hey everyone, Miranda Pitrone back here with you to do another video. Today I'm hoping to do something a little different on a wood cutout. I got into the rainbow of colors the other day when I was creating my fall tree. Basically it looked like I had the whole rainbow laid out, so kind of had me craving a rainbow today. So that is the color palette that I'm going to use of my Decoart paints. But I have these fun little cutouts that I've just been playing around with, doing some acrylic pours and dotting on my acrylic pours. I haven't done that in years, so it's been really fun to get back into something that I used to do. So these are just blank wood cutouts initially, and then I paint a background on them either with the fluid painting, or for our one today, I just have a matte black on the background. And you can use sealer to do that first on the wood if you want, and that will kind of create a smoother surface for you to work upon. Or there's other products that are kind of like wood fillers where they just kind of seal the wood for you ahead of time and make it easier to paint on. It primes it a little bit as well for you. But I didn't do that today. I just have a matte black background on my diamond wood cutout. So I'm going to get my paints together here and we will start. Alright, so I'm just going to find the center, and this diamond cutout is about 5 by 3.5. 5, yeah, exactly, 5 by 3.5 inches. So that'll be the design size that we're working with today. I'm just going to find the center here, and I'm going to etch my lines in. For those of you who follow me know that I have my little etcher here, but if you're new to my channel, this is just a dotting tool where I broke the end off of it and I made something sharp because I'm not really a big fan of using chalk or having eraser marks after unless I really have to do it. I don't want to have to use pencil or anything like that. So this etcher kind of affords me the ability to do that, where I just take a damp cloth and the lines go away afterwards, or a damp paintbrush, or also if I have, alright, so a damp, brush also will get rid of the lines, and sometimes even too when I varnish the item afterwards, the lines just dissolve anyway. So there is our center here of where the two lines meet, and I'm just going to get a white here. We're going to start off with white for our center, and it's going to be the Snow White Titanium White from Decoart. Alright, so we have a nice bright white for our center. And you can use dotting tools too. I know a lot of you use a bunch of different tools, so that this design still can be done using most of the dotting tools, except for if I add some swipes in it. So we'll have to see where we go with that later on in the design. So just for now, we're going to start off with a white circle in our center and see where we go from there with our rainbow. So just for a point of reference, just so you know how large my first dot is, it is 1/2 inch. So depending on what dotting tools you're using, and start off with a 1/2 inch white circle, which would be 1/4 inch in diameter in the center. Alright, so the first color I'm going to use is Flamingo, which is this nice bright pink. And now this is going to be a quad mandala design, so we're only going to have 4 sides, as opposed to some of the other larger designs you're used to probably seeing. So this one, we're going to use our pink flamingo here, and we're going to go right on each of our lines to use as a guide. And this is a multi-surface paint, so it's a little bit thicker. You can thin them, but it's a little bit thicker than the normal ones, but they still dot really nice. Okay, so we're going to go with some peony pink, which is a little bit darker. And we're going to go off center a little bit here, in between, and just a little bit farther out. I'm not sure if you can hear Old MacDonald Had a Farm or not through the ceiling, but it's pretty loud. Okay, so I'm going to go back to having the white, and we'll just put a ring of white dots around each of these pretty flamingo ones. Okay, I'm going to grab some peaches and cream here. And we're just going to put a little dot of that peach color on either side of these. Just to kind of fill in that space a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go with baby pink and do a ring around that white with the baby pink. Next is carousel pink. I have a little of this margarita green here that we're going to put down next. So I'm just doing 2 rows of the margarita around each of these. Mama. Go upstairs and show Papa. He's awake. Zippy. Alright, so in looking at this margarita green next to the yellow, they almost look similar in color, so I'm going to go back to this green that we used here for the center, the turf green, and see if I can tuck in a couple rings around that with the turf green. And maybe I'll do one row of green and then we'll switch over to the blue. And that'll help us kind of transition our rainbow into the next color. Okay, let's go with a little bit of this turquoise blue. So instead of the 2 rings of green, we're going to go around the green with this nice blue. Now I'm just going to grab a little bit of the coral blush, and on either side of the yellow I'm going to put 2 fairly large dots here. Alright, so I have this nice turquoise blue again, and we'll make a swipe down one side of our element here with the blue. Alright, now I have a nice hydrangea, and that is part of the multi-surface line, but it's such a great color. So I'm going to put a dot of that over the yellow here. Okay, I'll grab some true blue and do some dots on the opposite side of our swipe. Now I have this lovely purple pizzazz. And we'll follow the blue dots that we just did here with a purple swipe. Okay, so I'm going to grab that hydrangea again, and we'll do, I guess, just one row of the white around the dot we made here. Okay, I'll go around that hydrangea with a little bit of white. Just going to do a little bit larger dots. Okay, I think I'm going to do a white swipe over the blue one that we have here. I'm going to drag it down over our coral dot here too, and just tuck it in there. So depending on your spacing, yours is going to look a little bit different in the sizing, and we all make dots the different sizes from one another, so. I don't have quite enough because this wood is really soaking up the paint, so I'm just going to double dip the brush a little so we can make a little bit longer swipe here. Okay, so on the two longer ends, I'm going to do a couple more rows of the white, just to kind of carry the design out a little bit farther here. And this quad design actually would work really well on the new oval mold stones from the Happy Dotting Company too. Or if you have a large oval stone, even natural stone, that you're looking for a design to put on. And who doesn't love a good rainbow? They're so colorful. Okay, so I'm just debating on whether or not to put top dots in here. I think I will. With this bluegrass green, I'll put that in the center here. That will kind of give us a little more blue, because we only have these rows of blue. We don't really have a lot of dots of blue for that section of our rainbow, so it'll give us a little more bluish type turquoisey green color. Okay, and I think just to kind of give a little highlight to this swipe of purple, I'm just going to take a little bit of the hydrangea that we had here. And I'll just give it a little extra in there. I was just feeling like that was a little bit too dark. I don't know why. Alright, so there we have a nice little quad mandala rainbow. And I'll put these wood diamonds in my shop too, the raw cutouts of the diamonds. They just look like this before they're painted and before you varnish it or anything like that. So they're pretty smooth already, which is kind of nice. So I'll put some of those in my Etsy shop as well if you're looking to do this design. So you could always put a magnet on the back of these too, or do some sort of mixed media piece and apply it onto a canvas. But it's fun to do on different shapes. Try to think up other designs. So if you guys are looking for me other places and you want to interact, I'm on Facebook. I'm Miranda Pitrone Art. And now the community tab here on Facebook, or on YouTube rather, I've been communicating more on there and announcing the giveaways I've been doing and other information. So we can check out that tab. And if you're looking to get my videos, get an alert for them, just hit the little bell and you'll get a notification each time I post a new video. So I hope you enjoyed doing this rainbow mandala with me today. And I look forward to putting more videos up and hearing what y'all have to think. And if you have any more ideas for videos of things you want to see painted or tools you want me to try, I can do my best to make that work and try to get it up there for us. So I look forward to a wonderful day today, and I hope you are too.